But I was waiting with the sole purpose of getting married. Like, I'm gonna wait a little bit, and there better be a ring at the end of this year or at the end of this season. And when it didn't come, I was so disappointed. And I had a lot of anger towards God. Like, God, what you doing? What you not doing? So one of the challenges of dating right now is being a Christian and trying to date.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
Yeah. Being a Christian, being a woman, being a human being, but yeah.
Being
a Christian.
Dating, period. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It's ghetto. It's ghetto in these streets.
It's hard, but I think that it's even more complicated because we're trying to be godly as we date, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to date with intention.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not just dating out here to meet anyone. We're really trying to find the person that God has for us. And for me, I found it pretty difficult. I know that you have a different experience because she's not dating, y'all. She is not dating. All right? She is just going to... I'll let you get to it later. But anyway, for me, I have been dating, and dating has been stressful. Like I mentioned earlier, it's like being on a roller coaster, right? Sometimes, even in my dating life, like some dates will be great, and then some people that I meet and decide to get into a dating relationship end up really bad. Yeah, so it's difficult, it's challenging, and we had this conversation before, so her face is ready for what I'm about to say, and she's just like,
what conversation?
She's like, you shouldn't be dating. And I'm just like, why not? But I'm a believer that I should put myself out there. But then again, I also know that I'm not putting myself out there for just anyone, right? Yeah, you gotta give me like 2 snaps for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Snap, all right.
Not just for anyone, but I do feel like I don't feel like I am afraid that maybe if I don't expose myself or don't put myself out there, that I won't meet the person I'm supposed to. And I know that I shouldn't believe that because whoever God has is for me. And they're going to meet me wherever I am. Even if I'm just walking out the front door to my car, my husband will be waiting there. But I have this thought in the back of my mind, I'm going to be 100% honest, that if I'm not taking the steps to get to that point where I meet my husband, then I'm doing a disservice to myself.
Yeah.
So I have been dating, although even though that's what I believe, I think that in this season of my life, God has not allowed that to happen. So I am not really dating as much as I wish I were. I'm no longer on any dating sites. I really do want to meet somebody organically. And I guess that God is changing. I'm talking in circles, guys. I'm talking in circles because obviously she's gonna be right.
I'm excited for you.
She's definitely right about how I'm dating, but I gotta be honest, and this is what I've been doing, and I know it's been wrong because obviously I'm still single. But I guess you know what it comes down to. I'm not trusting God. I think I need to do something. I think I need to intervene and do a few things before. To help God bring me my man.
Clearly, he needs our help. Clearly.
And obviously my help is like the best help, right? Yeah. So I think that, it's just coming to me right now. Yeah. I'm not trusting him in this as much as I think that I do, and as much as I want to believe that I do, it's pretty evident that I'm not letting go of the wheel.
I love this for you.
I did not come on here to say this. Trust me. I had a whole other plan, but
love this for you.
Am I getting a revelation right here on camera?
I think that's exactly what's happening, and I love every second of it. I'm so glad this is being documented.
Oh, great.
I love this for you. I love this for you because we've all been there. We've all been there, and I feel like you can, now it's documented, you can measure the growth and the mindset shift from one, I guess, belief to the next. And some people will still feel like, well, you're not going to meet the person that, even if you are trusting God, you're not going to meet the person that God has for you if you stay in the house. Why not?
That's my mom's theory. She was like, stay home and pray, and your husband will come to you.
Now, I've
tried that method. It has not worked.
Now, I'm not saying hibernate. Absolutely not. I'm not saying to hibernate. But I think that, if we take it into our own hands, then we're gonna feel like we have to be at every event, every singles event, every speed dating event. Let me tell you about these speed dating events.
They're fun.
Are they?
They are.
I feel like it'd be like well, maybe my experience is different. I feel like it'd be like 50 women to like 7 men. I'm not with it.
I've had a different experience
Okay,
with speed
maybe that's
dating.
fine.
It's always pretty balanced.
Okay.
So you need to find a different
Yeah,
organization.
man,
Although we're not promoting speed dating. We're not doing that.
Yes.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
As you can see, I like to talk. So it's not a problem for me to talk to, a bunch of different guys at a speed dating event. It's not an issue. So, I like that. But I understand God is not calling me to that in this season of my life. But go ahead. You were saying.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, and that's the thing. I think it's great to get out there. By no means am I saying don't get out there and have fun and get to know people. Absolutely not. Mm-hmm. But I think where we go wrong, now, not all of us, okay, this is for a certain select group of people. The select group of people are Christian men and women who are legit, not just Christian and just out here like, oh yeah, I know Jesus and that's it. No, this is for the group of people that legit believe in their heart of hearts that God is writing their love story. They're trusting God to write their love story. They're trusting God with their life, with their future. And they know that, God is going to be intentional about who you're paired up with, who you're going to do life with. You are a believer in your kingdom spouse. Mm-hmm. This is for you. This message is for you. If none of the stuff that I said applies, then this is not for you. Okay?
You'll be dating like I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
or I was. Yeah.
We kind of think that it's our job to be out there and be at every event and to be posting a certain kind of aesthetic on our Instagrams, on our social medias to attract a certain type of person. And guess what? You'll attract that certain type of person. I'm sure you will. But for the most part, you'll realize that either the type of person that you are trying to attract is not even God's will for you. That's one.
Yeah. And
then you hurting your own feelings. Okay. Been there, done that.
I'm guilty.
I feel like most of us are guilty, right?
so guilty.
Most of us are guilty.
Yeah.
But yeah, we end up, thinking that we know the recipe, we know this formula to attract the person and, manifest. Oh, what a buzzword these days, right? Mm-hmm. Manifest our dream spouse or whatever. And the whole time, I feel like God is giving us the side eye, like, are you done? You're done? Because I got some other things that you need to be working on and focused on, and not who you're gonna, and not your wedding colors, and not the kind of car you want your husband to be driving. Like, I got some better things I need you to be working on. Yeah. So I feel like I love that you share that, because it's such a real place. It's such an authentic place. We've all been there, most of us. I've definitely been there. Faux show. And I think I didn't always feel that way. I didn't always feel like, let me go ahead and mind my business and just let God do his thing. God had to reveal some things to me. My mindset had to shift. I had to grow emotionally. I had to grow spiritually. I had to grow mentally. All the grows, okay? Everything in the book. But I feel like this took a deep turn. Wow. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
This is definitely not what we want to talk
right?
about.
Like, this took a turn.
Okay, Holy Spirit, go ahead.
Right?
Go ahead.
Wow. But yeah, I mean, what were you saying before that?
I was saying I didn't trust God. That's my conclusion about why I always felt like I needed to do something in order to find, or in order to be found. Because I'm not looking. I'm waiting to be found.
Oh.
Oh, what?
No, I was gonna say. I was gonna ask you. So, what is that gonna look like for you going forward? Now that I feel like we can say that you're on the other side of things. Right?
I am on the other side of things.
Things a little differently now.
Absolutely different now.
So what now?
I think that I'm actually in a season of waiting. I am in a season of peacefully waiting, which is very different from the waiting. I've been waiting for a while, guys. But I am in a peaceful waiting season where I just feel calm. I'm not stressed about this person finding me. I'm not worried, which, I would wait, but I would worry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, God, is it today? Is it tomorrow?
Is that him? Is that him? Oh my God, girl. Okay,
so I'm not alone.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, all right, God, when you're ready, I'm here. help me to get ready for this person. Reveal to me what I need to be changing right now.
Yes.
And, you know, I am just going to be focused on you. So I've been focused on God and what he's trying to do in my life in this season. And one of the things actually that he has been telling me to do was exercise, girl.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Exercise.
It's real practical.
Right?
It's not as mysterious as y'all think.
No.
It can be very practical.
No. He told me to hit the gym. Go walking. I know it's gonna help me in many departments, right?
Exactly.
In my marriage. So I ain't mad at it.
I feel like God be looking at the side eye like, what is you what is he doing? Hit the gym, sis. Hit the gym.
So in my quiet moments with God and in the morning, he's just like, take care of this temple. Take care of this temple for me. I like it. Because this is my dwelling place.
Yes.
But take care of this temple for what I'm prepared to do. In your life. I have been obedient to that in this moment. I get up and I walk, even when I don't want to. But I feel good. You know, I'm feeling better because I am walking in his direction for me right now. So that's where I want to be, you know, as I wait. I just want to keep walking with him and walking in the path that he has before me right now.
Literally
trying
and
to be more obedient.
Walking,
yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. Walking.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah, and I am at peace because I am just kind of focused on what his next thing is going to be. And I actually was talking, you know, like my word, talking to someone, and I felt like it was God. I think that God was telling me, like, be at rest, stop talking, and rest. And so that's where I'm at. No talking, just resting and hearing.
And preparing.
Yeah, and preparing. Yeah.
I like that.
That's where I'm at.
I like that.
I like that too. I like that too.
Yes. I just think that is, it's so dope of God to be like, I know you think you need to, the math needs to be mathing to get the outcome or the result that you want. You need
to be mathing.
Yeah, that's who we are as humans. We feel like, and especially some people that are just like super, super literal. I know people that are really literal, like everything needs to add up. And I'm just like, it doesn't work like that with God. His math is a little different.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Because, you know, God will make 5 + 2 = 5,000 somehow. Okay.
Sounds about right.
What's happening? But yeah, I think that is so dope because he's like, yo, you want all this, you kind of don't have to do what you think you have to do. Like, I want to work on some other stuff. I want you to be like he told you, I want you to be at rest in this season. Because, and we don't know why, and sometimes we never know why, but I just can imagine that, like, the single season, and that's why I talked about sleep, because I just imagine that the season that I'm gonna go into where I'm married and, you know,
she's not planning on sleeping out.
And okay.
She ain't sleeping.
Okay. This long. No. Okay.
It'll be like, I do to no sleep.
Okay. No sleep.
We got time to make up for no sleep.
Woo. Okay. Help us. No, that's legit though. I'm like, no, we're gonna have a lot of long nights in a good way. And I feel like even as a result of some of those long nights, you know, I believe that God is gonna grace us to be mothers. You know what I mean? And that's real team no sleep. Yeah. And that's not a fun no sleep either. I want to have the fun no sleep. Absolutely. I need a solid season of fun no sleep. Help me, Lord. Yes, Lord. But eventually,
you're making me want to go to bed right now. I'm like, am I not getting enough sleep?
Sleep is so good. It's so good. But yeah, I just kind of feel like sometimes when God is telling you to rest, like you that should be like your main hint that what's coming is you better put your skates on. So I like that. I like that you're in this place, because when I tell you I am so at peace. I mean, I'm working on some things, but that's just a matter of like what God has me doing right now, and what, you know, has to do with like my purpose, my calling, and all that good stuff. Because let's talk about that part. We want to be in our calling. We want to be walking in our purpose when we meet our purpose partners.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Because then how you gonna know?
Because if I'm serving and you're serving, then I know that we can serve when we get together, right? We're going to have a major ministry when we do get together.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. You know, I'm walking in my purpose, you're walking in your purpose, and then we collide.
Exactly. Yes. Collide.
Yeah.
Come on, collide.
Yep.
Come on.
That was Pastor Black Todd. I got to give him credit.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like that. I really like that. So, what else is happening?
What else is happening?
So you're going to rest.
I'm gonna rest.
You're officially in your waiting season.
I'm in my waiting season. I'm drinking my water.
Minding my business.
I'm always minding my own
yeah,
business.
Yeah.
I love minding my own business. Okay. And speaking of minding my own business, like even social media, I feel like I don't need to be there right now. But that's another topic. That's another topic. But minding my business for sure. Working, you know, trying to figure out where God wants me to be in this next season as with my ministry, right, with Sisters Corner.
Yes.
And even with this, right, this is something that we've been planning for a while and trying to do.
Yeah.
Even with Gussie's Corner, right?
Yeah.
Gussie's Corner, I've been a little negligent with that. So I think that this is a moment where God is telling me, okay, what have I been calling you to do? What have you been kind of ignoring that I spoke over you? So trying to be obedient to that. Yeah. And actually, funny thing is, I went to a revival last week, and one of the people who were praying for me was just telling me, like, you have so much to say.
Ooh.
Like, something's trying to quiet you, but you have so much to say. And this is not the first time.
Yeah.
This is not the first time I've heard that. And it was an eye-opener for me that I am definitely being disobedient in that realm, right? I am definitely not listening to God when he's telling me to speak and to do certain things. I'm trying to be more mindful and be more obedient in that aspect.
Nice. Yeah. That's good.
So lots of change, right? Lots of change happen when you sit in his presence and you do nothing and you just rest. You get a lot of you get assignments. Let me just say.
Yes.
You get assignments when you're listening. Yes. Oh. Assignments that you tend to ignore if there's too much going on or if you're not at rest.
Yeah. I believe that. I really believe that, and I love that because I feel like at the end of the day, the assignments, one are, I talk about purpose all the time. That's just part of what this is, you know what I mean? But I feel like the assignments are one part of your purpose. And also, I kind of feel like in a way, it's preparing you to be a good steward of that season where you are married, where you do get married, where you do start having kids, and now you're like in charge of a family. Oh my God, a whole family.
A whole family.
Like that's a lot.
Little people.
A little people. You have to raise little people.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited about that. But I also feel like this is such a great opportunity for you to kind of like exercise your hearing from God and letting him direct you and saying, okay, Gus, now I want you to work on this. And just kind of, because these little assignments, I don't want to call them little, but they're assignments that may seem not as big as raising kids, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like
it takes commitment. Right?
Exactly. It's commitment. You want to make sure you're doing the right thing. You want to make sure that like you're speaking into your kids, you're pouring into your kids' lives the way God needs you to pour in, because God sees the beginning from the end. He knows what they're going to be, you know, way into their future, and we might not have that insight. So God has to really direct us into raising these kids, and I'm here for it.
I do believe that. He's building up my energy.
Yes.
We're not spring. What do they say? Spring chickens.
Chicken. Well, I don't know about you. I'm still a young whippersnapper.
I need to get my exercise in. I need to build up a tolerance. Okay, absolutely. So I'm not mad at this assignment from God to exercise. I'm not mad at it.
We could definitely be doing way better in the gym.
Yeah.
But no, I like that because I think it's really just, it's saying like, I have great things for you. I have good things for you. The promises that will come to pass. You will be married. You're not going to be single forever. So while you're here, make the most of it. Because if we could be honest, we know some people that may not have made the most of their single season.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. And
that
you
was
can
me
tell,
for a long time.
Well, no, I'm talking about people that didn't make the most of their single season and then got married.
Mm.
We can tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I know everyone says marriage is work. I'm sure it is. I believe it is. I believe it to be a lot of work. But I can tell the difference between someone that is happily, married and they put in work in their single season, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And someone that's just, I was looking forward to marriage and I married somebody and boom, I'm married and what, and now there's struggle. I'll just leave it at that.
And it's funny because as you're talking, I am just like, that would have been me, right? Because I went through a season where I was just focused on being married, right? Finding that person and getting married, right?
Hello.
Like, that was my main focus. I was not focused on the single process. And that's why I said I wasted a lot of my years, thinking wrong, because I was just like, all right, if I wait, then everything's okay. I'm gonna find the right person. But I was waiting with the sole purpose of getting married. Like, I'm gonna wait a little bit, and there better be a ring at the end of this year or at the end of this season. And when it didn't come, I was so disappointed, and I had a lot of anger towards God. Like, God, what you doing? What you not doing? But that was all because my focus was wrong, right?
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm waiting, but am I really waiting, right? I'm waiting for God to do this right now in my timeline. And I feel like God making me wait is a blessing because I'm learning so much about myself. I'm in the single process where I know what I like better now. I know what I don't like. I know who I am. And
that's it.
And the funny thing is that I'm 36 years old, and I feel like every day I'm learning something new about myself.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
There are times I'm like, oh, I didn't know that about myself.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, So I think that this season, this time now, my new focus is just kind of getting to know myself better. And I feel like when we know each other, when we know ourselves better, we could learn to know another person better. We can interact differently because we're kind of more aware of ourselves.
We show up,
and even how we interact with other people too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We show up different. We show up more confident. You know who you are.
Yeah.
You know how to show up. Like, you know how to give love in a different way. I really believe that when we know who we are, we know our worth, we know our identity. Yeah. Like, we're just showing up different in the world, let alone in a marriage.
Yeah.
Where somebody's, maybe not physically by your side 24/7, but somebody's by your side. So yeah, I think
that's something I would have probably struggled with had I been married sooner.
Yes.
Right? Because you know what I learned about myself? I like my alone time. I like my alone time. And the person I was before did not. Right? I was like, be around me, be with me, be there. Let's do this together. And I'm realizing, like,
get in here and love me.
Yeah, no. Give me some time.
Yeah.
Right? So I think that we're changing. We're changing. And I don't think that you don't change when you're married. You change there too. But knowing myself better is definitely a benefit.
That's dope.
Of this single season.
Yeah, just the evolution. I'm thinking back when you said that, I'm thinking back to when I was like 20 something, early 20s, and I'm thinking like the end all be all is marriage, because for a lot of us that's what we've been fed.
Yes.
But just thinking that way at that age, I'm looking back like, girl, you didn't know the half. Okay, you did not know the half. And yeah, I started to feel like when my mindset started to shift, I did kind of think that, like you said, man, I wasted my time. I wasted my time not living out my life and being content and being happy in who I was. Yeah. But I do believe that, God is a restorer of years. Amen. Hallelujah. Okay. Amen. And so the things that maybe would have taken us 10 years to realize, God's like, I'm going to hit you over the head, but it might hurt a little bit, but you're going to learn this in like a month. You're going to figure it out in a month. So I'm not mad at that. I am grateful that those other situations didn't end in marriage, because
Hindsight.
Okay, like it would have been tragic. It would have been tragic to say the least. So I'm grateful. I'm so grateful, man. I'm so grateful. Even those nights where it hurt and you're like, God, just crying out to the Lord. Lord, where's my husband? Send my husband, Lord. I don't want to be alone no more.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me.
I don't know. I don't cry.
I don't want to be alone no more.
Just little tears for me.
No, it was big tears. It was big tears for me. I ain't gonna hold you. It was big tears, and it's just like, because in my mind at the time, that was the end all be all. Like that was the only thing that mattered. Life is supposed to start when you get married. And that is a lie from the pits of hell. I don't care what you say.
Absolutely.
I don't care whose grandmama told you that all you need to do is find someone to get married. That's a lie. It's a lie.
Yeah,
and marriage is beautiful, but there's other things that are beautiful.
There are, and I think that a lot of times we forget what else is good in our lives or what other good things we're experiencing because we're so focused on what the world is telling us or what our culture is telling us to be married at this point in our lives. But there's also so many other good things happening, right? That we kind of just graze over because we're not considering them as good things because we don't have a husband. There's no ring on our finger. So who cares if I got a promotion? Who cares?
There's no one to share it with.
Yeah. Yeah, who cares?
My husband. Send me my husband so he can give me some flowers because of my promotion.
Yeah. Who cares about your successes? It doesn't matter.
Craziness.
Yeah. So definitely not allowing those perspectives or those expectations to weigh me down in this season. I'm just waiting ahead.
Oh man, I hope this blesses someone and it sets you free.
Yeah.
From the lie, in the bondage, if you will, that is just believing that marriage is the only thing to aspire to. Being somebody's wife or being someone's husband is the only thing to aspire to. And it's a great thing. But I think we fantasize it too much. Like, we definitely fantasize that thing way too much.
Way too much.
But yeah.
And we're not just saying that because we're single.
We're not.
We're not. Really. There's so many benefits, so many blessings from this season in our lives.
Yeah. I've learned so much. I've learned, like you were saying, I've learned so much about myself. I've learned so much of who I want to be, who I'm still becoming. And I'm like, I don't know if I could have done that with like having to take care of a household and having to, you ready for this word? Submit to a husband.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you go right over that because it's a whole other topic. We're not even gonna. Okay, go ahead.
Having to submit to a husband and having a few kids to take care of. Like, I don't think I would have been able to do that. And I know a lot of people are like, well, it's just a natural part of life. And it is, I'm sure it is. But I'm so grateful that I had this chance to just be solo dolo and have that chance to just hear my own thoughts in this season and just evolve in my own way in this season. And I'm sure like the evolution is consistent. So I'm sure my mindset is going to definitely be a little different when I am someone's wife. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm finna be somebody's wife. But I feel like also when I am someone's mama and someone's calling me mom, like my mindset is yet going to shift. But it's just been such a beautiful journey. It's been so beautiful and it's still so beautiful. And I'm excited for what's next, you know? I really am.
So am I.
Yeah. So you don't want to talk about submission? No?
No, we're not talking about that. Not today.
Okay.
Not today.
All right.
You submit to that? Like how I threw that in there. Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
That was nice. Okay. All right. That'll be for another episode.
That'll be another episode.
But yeah. How about you? All right, well, we'll holler at y'all. Tune in again.
Yeah, please subscribe.
Yes.
Yes, please like, share.
Yeah, listen to the podcast. We're also on the podcast. Jesus, please holler back.
And there'll be more. We have a lot to talk about. We do.
Let us know, okay? Because we got things to say. I got things to get off my chest. But yeah, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for doing this with me.
Thank you for doing it with me.
It's fun.
I love it. Yes. Bye.